Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried about the
Hi there guys, welcome to another movie review. As you guys see, I'm repping England for today's match, even though I don't really support them because I support Korea. But I think my Korea shirt's in the wash because I wear it too much. But today's movie review is going to be on Candyman. I think it was around the early 90s type of horror films. Maybe one of the most original horror films there is now. Seeing how all the new horror films are just total fucking wank stains. And just, like, I don't know, Conjuring 2's alright. I might do a movie review on Conjuring 2. But I don't really want to base them all on horror films. I want to do them on, like, newly released films. So I think next week's one, if there's anything new out, but I might try and do a Warcraft one or something like that. But if there ain't nothing out that's really great that's out, then I might just do another horror. So yeah, I'm just going to show you a quick clip before I start talking about this film. So yeah, just before we get into it, if you can smash 15 likes for this video, that would be fucking great. But also, before I get into it, I know you guys just want to fucking see the clip, but if you saw my last video, what I just recently uploaded, saying I'm stopping FIFA, I know there's many FIFA fans out there, but it's not going to be totally gone off the channel. I'll bring it back when FIFA 17 comes out. Because once again, this FIFA, so I swear, this is the second time I quit FIFA this year, isn't it? Because I've done it twice. Because it's just so shit. The game just feels crap now. So I think I'll be ending it there until FIFA 17 comes out. Because 17, it's going to be all new. New engine, new controls most probably, all that stuff. So it'll be new for everyone. So yeah, so just so you know, it won't be gone forever. It will be coming back. So yeah, so roll the clip of Candyman.
Have you ever heard of Candyman? If you look in the mirror, you say his name 5 times.
In cities everywhere,
Candyman,
they whisper his name.
Right. Candyman.
It's just a story.
Candyman.
Candyman.
Just a ghost story.
Candyman.
An entire community starts attributing the daily horrors of their lives to a mythical figure.
Helen, a woman died in there. Leave it.
The legend first appeared in 1890. He was attacked, mutilated, and burned to death. Poor Candyman.
Bernadette! It ain't safe around here. I don't scare too easy. Wanna know about Ruthie Jean? They ain't never gonna catch him. Who? Candyman.
Everyone knows he isn't real.
That's modern oral folklore.
Everyone. Except Helen Lyle. Now, she is about to discover
Helen? Get out! Get out!
what's behind the mystery.
I'm sick.
What's behind the legend.
Listen, he's under the bed!
And most terrifying of all,
Come with me.
what's behind the mirror.
He's here.
Who is that?
I came for you.
Do I know you?
Candyman. You don't have to believe. Just beware.
Right then guys, that was the clip for Candyman. This film was made around 1990. I ain't too sure, so let me have a quick look. Right, why the fuck am I holding a gun? Don't ask me why there's a toy gun there. It was made in 1992, just before the year I was born, in 93, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have said a year. But yeah, this is maybe one of my, this was my first actual class as my first horror film, because when I was about 3, I think. I ain't too sure about the age, but I was young. And the babysitters, there was 2 babysitters, man. Bitches, I hate you if you're watching this. They forced us to watch Candyman and locked us in a room and said, go to sleep, otherwise Candyman's coming to get you. After they just forced us to watch Candyman, so we're just like, but yeah, even though you watch it now, it is spooky, because even the main character, Tony Todd, I think his name is, who plays Candyman, he's not even in the film for that long. I think his total runtime he appears in the film is about 20 to 30 minutes, and the whole film's on for like an hour and a half. So he's not even in like half an hour of the film, but you get the essence of him for the whole film. Because the plot of the film is, I can't remember the name. I think the main character's called Helen Summer, and she writes stories for a local school newspaper or college, and she comes up on this myth that all the kids are talking about the Candyman who heard and said stuff from a friend to another. So it's spread around quite a bit along the schools. So she thought she'd dive into it, and she finds out, she gets more than what she finds, like any other film really. But this film, it has no horror cliches, it does its own stuff, there's no jump scares, it's all calmly done. Because I can't remember who done this film, I can't remember who directed it, but I know Clive Barker had a bit in it, because he made Hellraiser. He's the main person who done Hellraiser 1, 2 and 3, but no other ones. And he also made the game Jericho, which was fucking fucked up for a game. But I think it was really good because how he was part of it, he brought the kind of psychological side to it. But yeah, she finds out about this Candyman myth, and she goes to this place where he is best known for around the city. It's what's the town called now? Cabrini Green. It was a real place, but now it's all demolished. And in the film, when you watch it, because it's a black neighbourhood, and back then there was a lot of racism going about, and in the black community it was only blacks, and like if there was any white people, then obviously they get stabbed and killed. Not being amazed, but that's how this film based it, and that's how it was in some places with gangs and all that. And the gangs in the film were real gang members, and the place where they wanted to film, they had to pay the gang members to be in the film and to be able to have the rights to search, like film in the building. Otherwise, obviously, the gang members would, I don't know, kill them or something. I have no idea. So that was a psychological side to it as well, which means probably Clive Barker said, like, use real gang members just to get that weird feeling. So when you're watching it, you're watching these gang members, like, fucking, these don't look like actors, they actually look like real killers. But the neighbourhood where it was, they got best known for the Candyman myth because so many people died around that area. Then over the years, they stopped saying Candyman because you have to say it, I forgot to mention that. If you say Candyman 5 times in the middle, apparently he comes and gets you and slices you with a hook, a dirty fucking hook, which he most probably hasn't cleaned. So you might have to get a tetanus shot if you're not dead. So yeah. This place has learned to stop saying Candyman. He's like Freddy Krueger a bit. He thrives on the power of the fear. Or when people talk about him, that's where he gets his fear from. Just like Freddy Krueger, that's why in Freddy vs Jason, he gets Jason to do the killing, so he gets people to fear him. But in this, Candyman does say in the film they don't know the power that he gets from their fear. And yeah, obviously she's if you can hear my brother in the background, it's because he's playing the game. But yeah, she snoops around and obviously starts messing with the Candyman shit, and then obviously there is a small part of the gang that find out and fuck them up. But then obviously she says Candyman, and actually he tries to come and get her. But the backstory to Candyman, behind every single villain there is a tragic storyline. Like Jason drowning, Freddy burning, but Freddy deserved it because I think he killed children. But in the new one he was a paedophile, so I don't know what Freddy you want to class, but Bobby England, he was a child killer, so he pretty much deserved his death, so we'll count him out. I suppose it's just Jason really with the tragic backstory when he drowned as a child, but Candyman has a tragic backstory because he has lived through the years, and Oh, what did he get murdered for? He was a famous artist back in the times where there weren't slaves. It just felt like a bit after the slaves. But he was a famous artist, and they ended up butchering him, cutting off his arm, all because he slept with a white woman. That was it. He slept with a white woman, and they chased him down. They hacked him up, gave him a hook, and I won't say anymore, but you'll see why he's called Candyman when all that shit happens. But yeah, there's always a tragic storyline to the villain. So he was the victim, and now he wants people to become his victim. And yeah, I suppose that's why he does it. So he draws on the fear, so he makes people, I can't really say, oh, he got tortured, so he's got the right to torture other people. But it warns you not to say 5 times in the mirror, don't try it. I went to try Boffin and got to about 3, and I was like, no, I ain't risking it, fuck that. But also in this film, Clive Barker and the director, I can't remember his name, can't remember it now, but they give you 2 sides of it. The way you look in the film is Candyman real, and he's making her do this stuff where he sees someone kill and she'll wake up and do all this shit? Or is it her using the psychological mind of the Candyman and trying to find a way around not being blamed for the murders and using someone else's psyche? And there is a part in the film where there's rumours. Most people don't believe in hypnotism, but I kind of do a bit, where the scenes where he's walking up to her, you see her eyes, they go red, her eyes water, because apparently the director brought in a hypnotist and hypnotised her. That's why her eyes were going red and everything. She never blinked. But most people don't believe in hypnotism, but I kind of do. But yeah, you guys are too. But that's why I like it, because they let you choose. I think that was my phone or yours. But they let you choose whether what you think is at the ending. But I don't want to say anymore because it might ruin the film. But yeah, I definitely recommend watching this film. I recommend watching all these films that I review, because I only want to review the best. I mean, I ain't seen a horror film yet that I reviewed, like last week's one, The Darkness. Oh my god, that was such a good film. I didn't even know what the fuck it was until I watched it. I was like, fucking hell, Kevin Bacon's in this. But I wanted to review The Candyman because it was literally my first horror film that I watched, which I was forced to watch anyway. But I definitely recommend this film if you're into horror films, because it is one of the instant classics. But it is very underrated. Not many people have heard of it, but when you watch it, you'll see why it's so good, because it's just one of the underrated films of the 90s, or of the horror film genre. But it is maybe one of the best horror films. There ain't many good horror films out there today. That's why a lot of people like going back to these old horror films. It's just because they remake everything. Just why? I know there's too many horror films out there, but there's no need to remake every single horror film. Just leave it. Just leave the genre alone. Just do your own shit, man. Come on. I know I say that, but there's I can see why they do it, because there's a new fan base. So I prefer the old horror films. I grew up on horror films. I love watching them. But yeah, what I'm gonna give Candyman is I'm gonna give it a 9 potatoes out of 10. 9 potatoes out of 10. So it's a very good rating. I don't think I found a film yet that it's got a 10 out of 10. But yeah, so this has been Candyman movie review. If you guys have enjoyed, hit that like button. Let's hit 15 likes on this. Comment what. If you guys have seen any horror movies, comment down below what you've seen, what you'd like me to review, or if you see any films coming out, comment on what you want to see reviewed. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and join the Potato Man Army today, and leave the starchiness of the potato all over that like button. And I'll see you guys later. Potato!